And welcome back, metalheads, to part two of our double feature. If you've tuned in for our Iron Giant watch along, we both enjoyed it. Thank you, Hunter Chambliss, for hopping on with us. But right now, just me and Nasario. Time to watch the DC animated feature Gotham by Gaslight. Batman in the early 90s, 1990s. Or sorry, the
18, 1880.
18. Yeah, I believe it takes place 1895. So
Mhm.
Batman in that time period. It's it's basically with this series of comics with Batman by Gaslight. It started the whole Elsewhere comics where like basically alternate universes, like what if you will, like what if scenarios. What if Batman was in this time period, or I'm not too familiar with a lot of the other World comics right now, but this is the one that it was such a huge success that it gave them the reason to continue on with them. But Nasario, what are your thoughts and hopes for this film?
Well, I am a pretty big Batman fan, but for some reason this is one comic that I actually never read, so I am going completely blank for this one. I have enjoyed a lot of the DC animated versions of previous stories. My favorite being Dark Knight Returns. I thought it was perfect that they decided to make two movies out of that one. It fit the story greatly. Even they made even later a edited version where it's the two together, which is
Yeah,
streamlined. It's pretty
yeah.
sweet. Batman Year One is great. I know people hate the Killing Joke, but if you cut off the first 25 minutes or so and you just get to the actual Killing Joke part, it's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, no,
And
I'll agree
yeah,
with that because like the whole stuff with Batgirl, it just
yeah,
felt out of place for me. But like once you actually get to the Joker stuff and all that, like I really enjoyed like the last half of the movie.
you know that that's just the creator shipping with Batman, Batgirl, and Batman. He's been pushing for that since Batman Beyond.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. No, and here like this is Batman. You've got Batman taking on Jack the Ripper.
That
What
sounds
can you
pretty
want?
crazy, but fun.
Oh yeah, it's crazy but fun. I watched it the first time last weekend. I enjoyed the hell out of it. It, but I'm not going to spoil anything because it's a what if scenario, so you don't really know what's going to happen or anything like that. But for everyone, I'm going to start the countdown. Three. Oh, as soon as I hit say play, hit play. I'll be coming back from three. Three, two, one, play.
And we're on.
Oh yeah. Like you can just tell with that opening score. It's got a little bit of the old timey feel, and just once again we were talking about the graphics for and the animation for the Iron Giant earlier. Like you can just it this film definitely takes you into the late 1890s.
I was gonna say it looks like the beginning of Sweeney Todd.
Oh yeah, which and also I'm a huge Sweeney Todd fan. Uh, That's one of my favorite musicals. Oh yeah, this is Alan Alan Moore's last film that he did the screenplay for. Alan Moore, or no,
Is
sorry,
is
Alan Bennett.
that is
No, no,
that
no.
supposed to be Poison Ivy?
Yeah, that's Poison Ivy.
Yeah. You know, did you ever see the I forget the name. The story arc where Batman became a vampire.
No, is that like where Batman takes on Dracula?
It's in the comics, and he gets bitten, and then he slowly turns into a vampire. It's
Uh,
pretty crazy. I hope they would make a movie out of that, but I don't think they will.
I know they made Batman vs Dracula movie.
Yeah, but that was from the TV show,
Yeah.
the one after Batman Beyond, but before the Bold and the Brave and the Bold and the Brave.
Okay.
I don't
Yes.
remember.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
It was just called The Batman. It
Yeah.
kind of looked like the '60s show, but with modern tech. It was actually a pretty good show. People don't appreciate it that much. Last 5 years, he had a crazy Joker with dreads, and he never wore shoes.
Yes. Oh, I really remember that now. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes. I remember that. A good. It was an odd design style, but now that I really think about it, I remember liking it.
Other than the animated series, because I know that's everyone's first choice. What's your favorite Batman TV show?
I really like. I've gone back and started. I bought all the Batman animated. I'll definitely go with that.
Yeah, I not counting animated. I guess I would have to say Batman Beyond, which is kind of a cheat because it's the same
Yeah.
continuity. But that I really like the Terry McGinnis thing, and I love the way they brought back the old Batman villains like the Mister Freeze,
Oh yeah.
and especially the movie The Return of the Joker is amazing.
Oh yeah. And here, as you can tell, the three
The
Robins: Jason Todd,
ah,
Tim
I didn't
Drake.
get that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Tim Drake.
and Dick Grayson.
He called him Little Tim. I
Yeah,
was
little
like,
Tim.
okay. I went, and my mind went straight to Tiny Tim. And here's the man.
Oh yeah, as you can tell, the Batman characters have played characters in this one.
Miami about Cock Robbins. Now, this is something else that I like from these animations. They don't cut off the blood.
No. I definitely think this series got a more close to an adult rating. Yeah, 14A.
It's weird when the cowl just shows the skin tone around the eyes.
Yeah. Ugh.
Is that by design? Is the comic like that?
Yeah, like I haven't read the comic, but I've heard people like especially like Grant and Sean talk about how like everything feels like it comes straight from the comic.
Oops, Poison Ivy's dead.
Yep.
Damn, that's graphic.
Well, Jack the Ripper was never known as subtle.
Yeah, oh, that's true. Did you saw that Johnny Depp movie where he was following Jack the Ripper too? Early 2000s?
Yep. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's it?
From Hell.
Yes, from hell. Yes.
It was pretty
Yeah.
good. The
Yeah.
the
I.
revelation of the killer was kind of stupid, but other than that,
Yeah. I've always been hit or miss on Johnny Depp. Sometimes I can enjoy his stuff, but then times where it's just like, oh my god, stop doing this. And like I've said, Pirates of the Caribbean is a bit of a guilty movie pleasure for me. That franchise.
the whole franchise.
For sure, I'll go with the first three movies for sure. I know number three is terrible, but I did not like Stranger Tides.
I never.
Dead Men Tell No Tales. Like it's better than Stranger Tides in my opinion. Stranger Tides was just really boring.
I have seen the first four. I haven't seen the
The
last one yet with Captain Salazar.
Yeah, like I
Yeah,
also recently rewatched it because like I originally saw. I've seen all of them in the theater, but like I watched Dead Men Tell No Tales. Yeah, it's it's still I will. It's hard for me to rank. I guess like I know I'll get so much crap for my ranking of the movies, but it's just like I said, guilty movie pleasure. So I can enjoy all of them, but number four.
well, out of the four that I have watched, the first is definitely the best one.
Yeah.
I actually actually don't mind Dead Man's Chest. I think it's a fun movie,
Oh yeah.
and
It,
Davy Jones is awesome.
oh yeah.
And after that, three and four are about the same for me. Maybe three a little better because it's still the same story, but that movie just drags
Oh,
and
I know. I
drags.
know.
At least the fourth one is short.
It's short, but like I said, I was just very bored with that one.
That's Doctor Strange.
Yep, Hugo Strange.
This is fun. How they squeeze
Yeah.
the characters in different
Yeah.
roles.
There's Selena Kyle.
Oh, that's Selena Kyle.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Mrs. Kyle.
Harvey Dent.
Oh man, it's
Bullock.
cool.
Jim Gordon.
Are you watching the Gotham show on Fox?
I really like the second season, except for the ending. And when they brought back Fish Mooney, I was like, okay, I'm done.
That show started interesting, and then it just
Yeah.
went straight down,
Oh yeah.
straight down.
I like
I
this.
stopped.
I like season two because it had all the villains, but it's just
Yeah.
like also with a lot of the origins and whatnot were just so far fetched and all that. Got to me it kind of felt repetitive and boring. But like the
Did
Riddler
you
and Penguin were and James Gordon were my favorite characters.
did you
And the
get to the Joker?
yeah. Are you talking about the kid?
Yeah, the redhead kid.
Yeah, yeah. No, I didn't like that. I did not like him at
Actually,
all.
he uh, he actually had the one episode where he was introduced, and
Yeah,
then he appeared like a season later as a part of another group.
yeah, yeah. As like the Azrael,
Yes, with
kind of like that
yeah,
gimmick.
that Azrael thing was kind of stupid, and and then he died,
Yeah,
and
he
then they
died
brought
and brought him
then
back.
he they brought him back with the he took off his face and then he clipped it on like the comic Joker.
Yeah,
That last part with the clipped on face, I kind of like that.
yeah, but like for the first season, I really hated Jada Pinkett Smith's Fish Mooney. Oh my god! And when they brought her back, I was just
I
like,
cannot even remember. I cannot even remember if her character is alive or dead.
Like, oh my god, like I hated her in the first season, like so much.
I don't know. Every other DC comic TV show is so entertaining.
Yeah,
Even the ones that are not that great, they're pretty good with holding your attention and giving you fun stuff.
yeah.
That Gotham show is just ugh.
No, it just. I think it tried to be too different, but with names that you'd know from
And
the Rogues Gallery.
it's goofier than Legends of Tomorrow, which is a hard thing to do.
Yeah,
This season they even had freaking Solomon Grundy.
really?
Yeah,
Oh my god.
zombie guy screaming around. Solomon Grundy born on a Monday and
Like I said,
talking to people.
I've only seen up until the end of season 2 of Gotham, so
Oh, oh, well then it's kind of a spoiler because it's a character that it's
I'm
been
not
on the
going to.
show.
If I was going to go back and watch like season 3 onward, I would have already done that.
Well,
I've given up on Gotham.
you know the bodyguard for Fish Mooney that then
Yeah.
kept working for the Penguin, Butch.
Yep. Yeah, Butch. Yeah.
That's yeah. Well, they kill him, and then they dump his body in like a. Well, they didn't kill him. They get him in a coma or something,
Yeah.
and then because of budget restrictions, the asylum gets rid of his body and throw them in a toxic waste swamp, and he
Yeah.
comes
Just
out
like,
as Grundy.
oh god.
Yes, exactly.
Oh god.
Yeah, that was just.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like, okay.
Every time I watch that, I just keep thinking, and people give me shit about liking Batman 66.
Yeah. Well, it just like okay. Well, We'll take these names. We'll keep their names, but change everything else.
And the
Like,
thing, the twist they
yeah.
did with Barbara
Oh, fuck! I
at
hated
season
Barbara
one,
Gordon. Yeah, I hated Barbara Gordon so much.
and then they just have kept her, and she's still around, still
Yeah.
crazy, still a
Well,
bad guy.
yeah. No. I Yeah, actually, there's a lot that I actually really hate about the Barbara Gordon stuff with like the whole lesbian thing or bisexual,
That
and
was
then
such a pointless thing.
yeah, I know it's just
She
like
cheated.
it's just so
She
pointless.
and then she cheated on Jim once, and then the police woman was like, "Bye," and she
Yeah,
never appeared on the show again, and it was never mentioned again either. So, eh.
yeah, no, it just
Does this story tell you who the Ripper is in the end?
yeah,
I think it is
yeah.
the Joker.
Like I said, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah,
Cause
that's fine. I'm
yeah,
just saying. I'm putting
yeah,
my
oh
money on
yeah,
the Joker.
oh yeah. Cause like yeah, no, I'm just going to be absolutely quiet when it comes to talking about who it actually is. Just go with Edge Alice World. So it's a what if scenario. So
Ah, you messed with the wrong woman.
yeah, the whip.
Lady got a whip. I actually own an action figure of the vampire Batman. It's
Nice.
pretty nice, pretty gruesome. Red Dawn, I think it was called the story arc.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you know which one of the Elseworld stories was my favorite as a kid? It was the first one I read when I was in early high school. Well, we call it high school here. Should be more like middle school for you guys. Is it was a story about what if the the ship from Krypton, instead of landing in Kansas, landed in
And
Gotham, and
oh, Gotham.
yeah,
I thought there was well. There's also one that where Superman landed in Russia.
no. I'm thinking about the Batman team. He landed in Gotham, and the Bruce's parents are the ones who find him and name him Bruce. So basically, it's Kal-El, but raised as Bruce Wayne. And when they
Oh,
kill his parents, and when they kill his parents at the movie theater, he cannot. That's the first time he loses control, and he burns them up with his heat
yeah,
vision,
he's vision. Yeah,
and he
nice.
becomes kind of a like a Superman Batman. Like basically, he's Batman with
Yeah.
Superman's powers.
So,
It's pretty
so
sweet. Have you ever
basically,
seen that?
no, I haven't. But like, it's basically Superman, but he's also rich
Yeah.
as hell.
Yes, and dressed as a bat.
Yeah,
If it's a one shot. It's only one issue. I think you
yeah.
can actually find that pretty cheap now. I'm pretty sure it's called Spitting Bullets. If you ever look it up,
Oh yeah.
is I think it's Superman Spitting Bullets actually.
I'll definitely say this. Like this Selena Kyle character in here is definitely one of the best characters. Just because like her everything she does is believable, and her reasonings.
Damn, the guy just went for another woman. He's like, I'm killing somebody tonight. Was that Barbara Gordon?
That was a dream. Yeah.
Oh, I figured it was real. Like I couldn't kill Selena. Well, I'm just gonna kill somebody else.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because like James Gordon's like that's his big case.
Oh, I didn't mention before. Under the Red Hood is also another one that is pretty great.
Oh yeah, Under the Red Hood's pretty. Yeah.
It's a little weird when you get the Joker voice and sounds like Bender from Futurama, but after you get past that, it's actually
Yeah.
pretty cool. I piss myself every time I watch that movie when he gets to the part where he figures out
Yeah. Okay. Let me.
that the kid in the red hood is Robin, is Jason Todd, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh, let's take pictures, one with me and you and the crowbar, one let just you and the crowbar." That Joker is such an ass. He's the best.
Yeah, that was John DiMaggio as the Joker.
Yeah.
The voice of Bender, amongst many other voices.
I'm looking at the older DC animated projects. They have to actually have a pretty good track record.
Oh yeah, yeah. DC
I think
animated.
I
Just
like parts of Gotham Knight, not the whole thing, but
yeah, no, yeah.
most of it.
It was kind of trying to be like a little bit of the Kill Bill feel.
Yeah. I also like the Batman Year One version.
Yeah.
The Selena Kyle in that one is a little off, but it's still fun.
Oh yeah, and like another like I know a lot of people don't really like Batman and Harley Quinn, but
I haven't seen that.
it's
I
I
have
think
that. I think I still have it. I bought it, but it's still in the
yeah
shrink wrap.
yeah
I even haven't opened it yet.
yeah
Yeah,
yeah I find it to be fun. Like
that's from that. Isn't that like a animated series version of the characters?
yeah basically it's basically it's oh, what's his name? Oh. Batman, Nightwing, and Harley Quinn teaming up to take on Poison Ivy. Um, Flora, Floronic Man. Um, and there's involvement from Swamp Thing. Like, don't take it too seriously. Just and have some fun with it. Like,
I'm a bit behind on the few last ones. I'm actually jumping ahead by watching this one.
oh yeah,
The last one I
but
watched was the Justice League Dark. That's the
okay,
last one I
yeah,
watched. So I'm behind on Teen Titans Judas Contract and Batman and Harley Quinn.
yeah. It's just like with this one here, it's also an Elseworld film, so it's not
Yeah,
like you're out of sequence or anything.
you know the fun part of Justice League Dark is that they put Batman in the poster right in the middle because Batman sells.
Oh yeah, of
But
course.
just it's just like the Batman Assault on Arkham. Is they those movies are not about Batman.
No,
He just
no.
has very small parts on them, but they just shove him in there because
Oh yeah,
Batman.
yeah. Batman's the best, without a doubt. The Batman self-contained universe, if you will, because like hell, like you could do Batman by strictly by himself with the Rogues Gallery and all the other characters, and have your own universe right there.
You know what? I'm thinking I'm gonna change my pick. I think the Ripper is gonna be Harvey Dent. Is that still Selena Kyle
Yep.
with the singer?
Yeah, she's like an actress, like but like she's like the head, but like kind of like runs like the theater.
Okay.
She's known to be very successful.
Oh, you know which one? Which other movie has a great version of Batman? The Flashpoint Paradox with the
I still
Thomas
need to
Wayne
check.
Batman.
Still need to check that one out. Yeah.
Flash is my favorite, my second favorite DC character after Batman.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy his time travel things.
Oh yeah.
Have
I
you
for
read the
the
comics?
I'm starting to get into them because like I've always been afraid to dive down that rabbit hole. She would not see me for 3 years is what I always tell
Yeah,
people. Because I've got
it's
so
insane.
much. I'm a completist, so I always try to read everything.
Then you definitely shouldn't do that.
Yeah, too
To
late
be
on that. I've
complete
already started.
with the comics is it's an insane
Insane.
task.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I know. I just
I
can't get too mad at
actually
myself if I don't if I don't read everything.
I have that issue with TV shows. I start watching a TV show and it's okay, and then it starts to get bad, and then it gets worse,
Yeah.
and I just can't stop. I have to end it. I have to go to the end with it. It happened with Heroes. It happened with freaking Charm.
Yeah. Like for me, it really started when it comes to TV shows like that with a continuing story is 24.
Did you watch all 9 seasons?
I didn't watch the one that like the if it had Jack Bauer, sure. If it didn't, no.
No, I mean it was 9 seasons with Jack Bauer. Then it got canceled.
Yeah, and then
Then they did one movie, I think.
yeah,
And
24 Redemption, and
yeah,
then you had no, because 24 Redemption was after season 6, I believe. Then you
oh
had
yeah,
season 7. Then you was season 8. I think because like season 7 was in New York, right? And I think season 8 was in England for the like the 12 episodes.
right, the short one.
Yeah.
It was called 24 something else.
Live another day, or
Yeah, that one.
yeah, something like
And
that.
then they made one without Jack Bauer.
Yeah, and I didn't check that out.
I really liked Prison Break at the beginning.
Yeah.
Uh, the fourth season of that show was ridiculous when it got canceled. Funny thing. The third season they were supposed to be in a prison in Panama,
Yeah,
which
I
is where
know.
I live,
Yeah, yeah.
like in the middle of the jungle and stuff. Dude, come on, that's not real. Uh, and and then they I know they had a movie. I saw the movie,
Yes.
which it wasn't that great.
Yeah.
Is the one where the doctor Sarah gets in jail and he has to help her escape.
Yeah, no,
And
like I never watched Prison Break, but because like it was always on before 24, so I'd always see like all the. I'd always like, was it on before or after? I think it was on after. Either way, I saw a lot of commercials for it, and I
they
was just like,
rebooted it. They
yeah,
not rebooted. They continue it this year
yeah.
with a new season.
Well,
And
just
I
like,
saw the first episode and it was like this is unwatchable.
yeah,
I
I know.
I didn't.
I remember just seeing like in the commercials, so just like, okay, now they're going. They're going. They need to escape. Okay, they escaped. Now they need to break back in. Okay, then they need to escape again. Just like
Exactly.
Jesus Christ, like because like I'll be tuning, I'll be hearing every now and then about it because of the commercials, and I'm like, and like the global or the channel up here would be hyping it up. Okay, next week I'm breaking Prison Break, or and I'm just like, wait, they've escaped. Okay, they gotta get back in. Wait, the last time I heard about it, they'd already escaped. Now they're trying to escape again. I was like, what
Well,
the hell?
the short version, his brother was wrongfully imprisoned, so he got himself in the same jail so he could escape. And at the end of the first season, they escape. Then the second season is all of them just running away. And by the end of the second season, they're in Panama and they get captured and they put in that jungle jail that I told you that's not real, but
Yeah.
whatever. And then the whole third season, they're there, and two other guys that were with them in the other prison are also here for some reason, whatever, and they have to escape again. So all the third season is them planning that and then escaping from the Panama jail.
Oh
And then
yeah.
the fourth season is the A team. It's like the Fast and the Furious, how they just used to run cars, but now they call them to do these spy missions all over the world. It was the same thing. They just picked this bunch of people that get, well, if you escape from two prisons, you must be good at spy stuff. So now you're like the A team. That was the last season.
Wow.
Dumb as hell. I can't believe I watched 8 seasons of Charm though. Why do I do that to myself?
That horse and carriage got away really quickly.
Yeah, he jumped that fence really easily too. Wait, is the nun supposed to be somebody important? Because I think I missed that.
Yeah, the nun basically took Bruce Wayne in when his parents were murdered. So Bruce Wayne really trusts her, and he recommended the three Robins go to her
Oh,
and all that. So he trusts her, and like they have a good relationship.
so is there's no Alfred in this version?
Yeah, there is.
Yikes! He's gonna kill her anyway. I thought Jack the Ripper only killed hookers.
Yeah,
Maybe the nun was a hooker secretly.
actually, there's Alfred.
Yeah, yeah. The Batcave from the 18th, 19th. Did you ever get to watch the Beware the Batman show, the CGI one?
No, can't say I have.
It lasted like 20 episodes. No, actually, it lasted 13 episodes. They had already made 26, and they dumped the rest on DVD, and I think they made a small marathon or something. I I think it's an unappreciated show. Yes, it was weird. The animation was the proportions were weird, but the animated series was also
Yeah,
weird.
yeah,
The thing is that the thing is that they made a conscious choice of not using the regular Batman characters. So it was Batman with Alfred, who was a badass, like he was a
yeah.
former military stuff, and instead of a Robin, he had Katana, which was actually way better than Suicide Squad's
Oh yeah,
Katana.
yeah, yeah. No, no doubt, no doubt. It's just like that. That just did
Yeah,
a
it's
lot.
different.
Yeah,
It's different. And
yeah.
but the bad guys were none of the regular ones. It was like Anarchy and uh, Professor Pig and Mr. Toad. I love
Count.
Professor Pig.
You'd get Calendar Man.
They went actually pretty deep with that.
Yeah. Also, like, you should check out Grant Gregory's comic book trivia. You'd probably do pretty good in that. The
I'm
comic book.
scared of that guy.
Oh yeah, no, 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 no. He has a comic book trivia league where it deals with a lot of the comics and also like comic book movies and like the animated like TV. You'll go from like the DC like the stuff we're watching now. Like it's not just limited to theatrically released. Like you'll go into TV and all that. So I think you do pretty good in that.
Is that also in Jack of all trivia?
To, not teeny bit, I guess, but there's a lot of crossover between the competitors. Yes, like I'll definitely let him know that to uh keep you in mind. Just like I do think that you'll do pretty good in it just by talking with you right now.
Yeah. Actually, I think I'm best at movies, maybe TV.
Yeah,
I do know comics and I do know
I
wrestling,
just
but
talking with you right now. Uh,
yeah,
you should at least attempt check it out or watch some of the matches. All you really have to do is go to Grant Gregory. You, I think it's Mr. Grant Gregory on
yeah,
YouTube.
the comic book lad.
Yeah, comic book lad. Yeah, like him. Just check out. Hey, just check out some of the matches. I think you'd be really interested, and you'd.
I'll
I know
do,
you'll
yeah.
do good.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, I know you do good in there for sure.
Have you played in the wrestling trivia part of the Jack of all trivia
Yeah.
show?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a former champion. I'm the only one that can defend out of all the Jacksonville trivia and smoke bros. I'm the only one that can successfully defend a title.
How deep do they go with the wrestling?
Uh, so There's a lot of like WWE, WWF questions. Sometimes WCW, ECW, New Japan may get the odd ROH question.
Yeah, I was wondering if how deep it was going because I'm pretty good about a couple of years before the Attitude Era to now with
Oh yeah,
WWE and
you'll do
WCW.
fine. If you want to try your hand in that, just get in contact with Haven.
I'm gonna try to watch a couple of matches first to see what I'm getting
Oh yeah,
into.
oh yeah.
I
And
actually saw one of the jukebox one and I was like, nope.
music, yeah, no, I was surprised that I was very surprised that I was able to get a victory in that.
You know the problem with music is so big.
Yeah, oh yeah,
It's too big. If movies
oh
are
yeah,
a lot of info, man, music is endless.
oh yeah. Uh, but it's eh, like I said, like I'll if I know if I like even music, like I don't know much about music really. Sometimes I can pull stuff. Like how my round two for my music question was top 100 Billboard for 2002. I was in high school at the time there, so I I just had to pull off what I could remember. But it just like yeah, like true. Like I I'm willing to try stuff and try to have different matches and all that. So
Yeah, that's the thing. It's interesting to try, but
yeah.
I'm also kind of fearful of making a fool of myself
Oh, hey, that's what I'm good at.
because if somebody, I mean, if it comes with a band in the second round that I just
Yeah.
don't know,
Yeah.
that's it. You're done.
Luckily, in the second round, you can either choose the Billboard 100 from a certain year, or like um musical or like a group. So or a group or person or whatever. Just start naming songs from there.
So now the Ripper has a mask.
Well, he had to hide his face, so
I like the look with the scarf.
oh yeah.
Is he gonna kill Hugo Strange now?
Well, it's just because like Hugo Strange thought that he was a sociopath serial killer, and like just like he based his whole theories on the fact that he can't help that he's doing this. So and he was like, you won't work on me. You can't work on me. So you can't touch me because like it's not your issue. Oh,
Hmm. This movie's pretty good.
oh yeah.
I am actually digging a lot the cowl with the skin showing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I know.
I remember even when I was a kid when we went to see Batman Returns. You know the final scene with the when Catwoman is about to kill Max Shrek
Yeah.
and he's trying to talk her down like we're the same, you and I. And then they show him in one scene and he has the black makeup, you know, around the eyes. And then they cut back to Batman and he looks just like the guy in Gotham by Gaslight because he's about to pull the mask.
Yeah.
And you cannot have him pull off the mask and have his eyes blackened because it
Yeah.
would look dumb.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Just I was like I don't know what 11, 12, and I was like, that's just not right. They cheated. Batman's pretty awesome. Doesn't matter the setting, man.
Oh yeah, I know. Like it's very impressive what they were able to do, and like it's got such a good feeling. Like you definitely feel like you're in this time period.
The Demon Barber of Fleet Street. You know, for most of my life, Tim Burton was my favorite director. But I don't know what happened to that guy.
I know.
I feel like he stopped caring.
Yeah,
He still, yeah, he
it's
still
also
pulls.
he thinks I think thinks that it's still the '90s.
Maybe I think he still can pull great stuff every once in a while, but he has
Yeah.
done some awful stuff. And even as a hardcore fan, I have bought most of his movies on Blu-ray, even ones that I don't really like
Yeah.
Planet of the Apes. But
Oh God. Yeah.
I just can't bring myself to buy Alice in Wonderland. I hated that movie.
Oh, I know. I saw the first one in the theater. It was so stupid.
I know he didn't make the second one, so I didn't even bother with that one.
Yeah.
But oh man,
Still.
I hated that movie.
Oh yeah.
And the Underland thing, like it's not Wonderland, it's Underland. Oh, so freaking dumb.
And I absolutely hated the Queen of Hearts there. They gave Helen Bonham
Helena Bonham
Carter
Carter.
like the
Yeah,
like the huge head, like it was like a massive like bobblehead. Just
yeah.
like it, I remember it just took me straight out of the movie, and it just like
We
what the hell
just
is this?
weird choices
Yeah.
like that. I don't get it. I haven't even I started watching the Home for Peculiar Children. That was the last one he made, I think, with Eva Green.
Okay. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I watched about half that movie and it was okay, but it wasn't just grabbing me, so I stopped watching it. And I
Yeah.
never finished.
Oh yeah.
I think it's still on on my Blu-ray player. But
My
he used to
God.
be great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. So now everybody thinks Batman is killing people, huh?
Yep. Just because like this orderlies at
Yeah, they said that he killed Hugo Strange.
yeah, at Arkham, they thought that Batman was the one that killed Doctor Strange.
Oh, boy. Is anybody online?
I think there's like one or two people watching with us, but it's also almost 1:30 in the morning. So
Oh, yeah.
hell, after this, I still got to go to the gym.
To what? The gym?
Yeah, go work out.
Dude, man. You can do it in the morning.
Yeah, I got the routine because like I'm on the afternoon shift now, so like I get home at like midnight, so I usually go to the gym as soon as I'm done work. So I'm in that routine.
I have to start doing something about that too. I'm getting too fat, and the sad thing is that in my building has a gym in the last floor,
Yeah,
and it's free for everybody who
yeah,
lives here. But I have tried it like twice, and it's always kind of full. But a
yeah,
neighbor told me that in the middle of the morning, like now, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., nobody's there.
yeah.
People
Like that.
start showing up about 4.
Yeah, like that's another thing I like too. Just like I go to obviously I go to a 24-hour gym. It's always dead when I go there anyway too. So you don't have to worry about anything, and no one's going to take your machines or anything.
Sexy time.
Oh yeah, yeah. When it comes to going to the gym, you once you build a routine about it, and you go with some regulativity. Sorry, it's once again so a little late for me. Just
Like you set
make
up
it.
a routine and you want to do
Yeah,
it the
routine.
same
Yeah,
thing.
routine. Yeah, there you go. Routine. It gets a lot easier, and you're um just build a routine about it, and you just once you do that, you're good to go.
I used to own a how do you call it, like it's a bicycle but it's an exercising bicycle.
Yeah, exercise bike, I guess.
Yeah, the ones that don't run, you just
Yeah,
do it in. Yeah, I forget the translation. And I just put one of those in front of the TV, and I put on a TV show,
yeah.
45 minutes to an hour, and I just kept pedaling. I did that for a couple of months, and eventually the weight started losing, but then I stopped and
Yeah.
it came back. So, and I'm getting too old now, so it's getting harder.
Oh yeah.
Also, I have been in I have my job right now is a project that is like an hour and a half, hour 45 minute drive from my
Yeah.
house. So I come out at 6 p.m. and then I have to drive home. I get here almost at 8,
Oh yeah.
and I
Yeah.
have
You're
to,
just not
you know,
motivated.
yeah, exactly. And also the kid just says like daddy, and he wants to
Yeah.
play with me.
Oh yeah.
And
Of course.
when
Yeah. I know.
when he gets tired, it's already like 9, 10. I just want to go to sleep, man. It's hard to find the time for that, but
Oh yeah.
eventually we have to. You were right about Selena Kyle. Good character.
Yeah. Definitely. She's she's my favorite character of this film, just because like I like her motivation, and I like her everything makes a lot of sense with her.
I think Bruce's haircut looks like John Travolta from Grease.
And with the flipped up collar.
Yeah, thanks. Freaking Bullock. It's Harvey Dent. Well, once you think about it, kind of makes sense. He cuts off the prosecutor to sentence the guy.
Yeah, I know.
What? Like, that's enough. Send him to jail.
Oh my god. It's always funny with like wardens think they're so funny when it comes to like locking up rich people. Oh,
Yeah.
you're accustomed to 5-star hotels and whatever. Okay, we'll make puns. That's a load of eyewash. I'm surprised they
I thought
had
it was.
I'm
I
surprised
thought it
they
was a typo, but yeah, but I got eyewash too.
yeah. You know, it's just like just surprised that they had eyewash back in 1895. Like this is a good speech for Selena Kyle.
Oh, she has a batarang.
Yeah. Yeah, like so with like Selena Kyle, she wants to protect the women. She doesn't want the women to get murdered and all that. Bruce just wants to keep his identity secret.
He's actually using a white and black striped shirt. 200 bucks.
If to give him that.
Isn't Cyrus called Solomon Grundy?
Yep. I was just about to say you brought up Selvin Grundy earlier. There you go.
Well, this is definitely better than Gotham's way. Oh, and this the other stupid thing in Gotham, Butch had got his hand cut off,
Yes,
so he
yeah.
kept putting like hammers and hooks and
Yeah.
stuff. When he came out of the swamp, he had his hands because apparently the toxic swamp regenerated his arms.
What the fuck?
Hey, you cannot have Grundy with a one arm.
I know, but
What a dumb show, man.
I know.
Have you seen the new one, Black Lightning?
No.
Yeah, me
I've
neither.
besides the
I got my plate full right now.
I know same here.
They keep making stuff. There's like so many things to watch now
I
that it's
know.
impossible to be on top of everything.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm finally watching Westworld like 2 years late.
I think it only came out last year, so you're fine.
Oh, I'm up to about half the season now. But my wife wanna watch it with me, so it's kind of a slow progress then because she doesn't
Yeah.
like to binge.
Oh
She
yeah.
likes to watch one and then maybe another one 2 days later. I watched Stranger Things in like one sitting.
Here's the Robins.
I like this part. I like the Robins. It's kind of
Yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah. It's just like Alfred's hired them to basically help out with some stuff. Just like Alfred took a liking to them.
Good job. Now go.
And look, just wait till you see what they dropped off.
That looks like Ace. That's random.
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Really? Well, my two guesses were off.
yeah. In all honesty, though, they to explain it, they do a good job, though.
Did the wife know?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, James Gordon fucked her up mentally and physically.
Weird, but okay.
Like I said, just wait. They explain it really good. And this is so ingenious what he's going to do here. Because Catwoman will be too powerful for her, really. For him, sorry. So he had to really dull her senses. That's a terrible physician right there.
Yeah,
Prescribing you 7% alcohol and heroin.
I saw recently. Oh, she's, she's not gonna get. Well, not very far, but just this is not gonna go easy. I recently saw a cartoon video on YouTube about like old things that were acceptable that are now just not.
Oh yeah.
Like one of the things was like giving like actual illegal drugs to kids when they felt bad, and the kid is like, "Dad, I have a toothache," and he's like, here you go, some cocaine drops,
Oh god.
you'll feel better."
Yeah, this is what they dropped off. A steam powered bike.
Simple. I was actually waiting for the Batmobile at some point,
Yeah.
but I guess it
It's
was too crazy.
way too ahead of its time for that. Like this is like the first like powered vehicle.
That is awesome. She's made in a bad signal with her blood.
Yeah. And you
Well,
gotta
that's like a that looked like a smudge, more like a bat, but sure.
yeah, well yeah, she's very woozy and she used her own blood. What can you do? I like that feature though. You didn't expect it to be perfect.
There's
Yeah, you
something
hear
making noise.
yeah, you hear the whistling?
I have no idea what it is. Let me see a quick check. It's a smoke alarm. Yeah, and it's not even. There's no smoke here, so I don't know. It just went crazy.
Yeah. And basically, he revealed that he thinks like all women, period, are vile and like just absolute like, scum of the world just because of what
Because
they
they're
lead to.
women.
Yeah. Hey, it's 1895. What people are retarded? Sorry, people are really really dumb and have weird trains of thoughts.
Yeah.
Superhero landed and
Yeah.
base.
Let's do this.
Yeah. And oh yeah, and basically he was in the war, and it really effed it with his mind. That's why.
I missed the whole freaking explanation. I'll have to watch it after we finish.
This here helps.
Wives are the worst prostitutes of all. So yeah, I was right. Jack the Ripper only kills prostitute. He just happened to think every woman is a prostitute.
But then what about Doctor Strange?
Eh, maybe he was hooking on the side.
By the way, I believe Houdini was like 10 when this during this time period.
Yeah, I actually thought that because he was early 1900s, right?
Yeah, and this on on the commentary, I believe they said this here takes place 1895.
Did he just burn himself on purpose?
Yep, he didn't want to be taken alive.
Catwoman saves the day.
And this upcoming part's awesome. Also,
The fire animation is pretty cool.
that little smirk, like the Oscar look, looking in, switching to look into the distance. We'll build something new, better.
Bruce Ringwood. They finally are crediting Bill Finger, man. That is
Oh
so
yeah,
awesome.
oh yeah. So, what were your thoughts?
I actually like it a lot.
Oh
It
yeah,
was way better than I expected, and I like the how they use the villains and the characters to fill in the smaller roles and stuff.
oh yeah,
That's pretty clever. It,
oh yeah.
it did feel a little out of left field, the Gordon twist at the end,
Yeah,
but yeah, it kind of makes sense. Like he got screwed up by the war,
yeah.
and his line of thinking was just
The
prostitutes,
yeah, the war.
prostitutes everywhere.
Yeah, the war really messed with him, and he came back, and like it just like it. He saw some lot. I guess he saw a lot of horrible stuff in the war, and it just really messed with him, and he became started a crusade and again trying to clean up the world, and unfortunately, he saw that women were really like a cancer on society, which like I said, I'm just trying to find, I'm personally just going with what he I think he was thinking, but yeah, no, it's just like it, unfortunately, a version of like post traumatic stress disorder. Or I'm
Yeah.
like I said, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Or I'm a little tired there. I can't fully think right now. But yeah, and it just like it led to him becoming deranged, if you will. And unfortunately, he's a skilled fighter and a skilled. He studied. He relatively studied like body parts and all that, so he became very dangerous. Well, like I said,
Actually, yeah, because he was that lab he had. It
yeah,
had like all
livers,
the
hearts.
the viscera he was taken out, and the books with all the studying and the
Oh yeah,
detail.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I first watched this movie last week. I really enjoyed it. There's some good features like on the DVD, so I suggest going out and getting that. Uh, and
Yeah, I back that up.
yeah,
People forget about streaming everything. If something is really good, invest in physical media.
yeah,
Don't let it
physical,
go away.
yeah, yeah. If physical media disappeared, I'll be so sad. Just because, like, if nothing else, special features make the price you pay worth it. And I'd say price you pay, but if you're going to stream something, there's a decent chance you're paying the same price anyway. But at least this way here,
No,
you
and the thing with streaming services is that they keep fluxing all the time.
oh yeah,
You can pay Netflix, and there's like your favorite movie, and suddenly one day it's not anymore.
yeah,
And then where is it? You have to get to check Hulu, and you have to check Amazon, and you have to check all these things, and you end up honestly paying the same as a good strong cable bill,
yeah,
and you're not even sure what you got and how you get it. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
it's comfortable as hell. I enjoy my streaming services, but if I really like something, I buy it.
oh yeah,
I need to have my copy. And what I was asking before about the doubles and the triples, it's like Back to the Future trilogy. I have that on VHS. I have that on DVD. I have at least two different Blu-ray copies, and I'm sure I have more stuff about Back to the Future around.
oh yeah. And
They keep making new editions, man.
oh yeah. I right now I just love the look Batman's giving you. It's like
Like, mm,
yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I love that look. Well, like once again, this year's been an episode of Full Metal Commentaries, Gotham by Gaslight. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Mark Bork. Check me out tomorrow, or I guess later today, because it's Sunday morning now. But I'll be doing an Oscar watch along. Um, so if you're going to watch the Oscars, why not throw me on, and I can talk with you as you're watching the Oscars. I am Mark. This has been Nasario Montenegro. Nasario, thank you very much for joining me. It was awesome. And talk to you
yeah.
guys later.
Bye, guys.